actually want to kill myself when people chew on a mic and you can hear their lips smacking together. One of the only I've gotten into a fist fight with somebody chewing too close to my ear before. None of that's hyperbole. My friend that we call Simon was eating a banana too close to my head. He and I were laid out. I mean, you know, you can make this weird if you want to make it weird. He and I were laid out across my bed because I had no chairs in my bedroom when I was in high school, watching TV in my room. And he was eating a banana. This sounds more and more sexual the more I talk about it. But he's making a smacking noise next to my head. And I was like, dude, like the smacking noise of you eating that banana is driving me mad. You need to like close your mouth and not chew so loud. Or you need to like go further away on the bed. Because I like it's really bugging me. And he's like, oh yeah? I was like, yeah. And so he grabbed a bite of the banana and got right up in my ear and was like, nah, 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 nah. And I headbutted him. And he dive tackled me in the ribs up against the wall. And I just started bashing him on the back of the head with the remote control from the television. And started kneeing him in the solar plexus, all while he's going with kidney shots to my midsection. And then after a second, I kicked him off with my foot, and we separated. And had like 6 feet of space between us. We're getting ready to go back into like the John Wick fight. And we realized how insanely stupid the fight we were having was, and we stopped and laughed about it. And then we split and went to the other side of the each went to our own side of the bed, and he made sure to chew with his mouth closed. Food fight. Yeah, it was a literal food fight. Hey, I'll take that. Well, eventually I'll take that. But yeah, because somebody was chewing too loudly too close to me, I got into an actual fist fight once. One of my good friends is Chinese Vietnamese, and the noise he makes is when he eats broth. Yo, power fist. I had a Malaysian roommate. I guess I could use his real name. When am I ever gonna bump into him again? I'm probably gonna pronounce it wrong anyway. Was his full name, and that dude, when he used to eat, would drive me insane. He would take ramen and he would put ketchup on it and black pepper, and then open a tin of anchovies and scoop a bunch of anchovies onto the top of it, and then add more black pepper, and then he would just slurp the living shit out of it and chew with his mouth wide open. And I was just like, yo, Geeb, you gotta... New country, new rules, man. That is not showing appreciation to the chef, which was you. I watched you make it. It's just stupidly loud smacking. And I'm about to deport you by throwing you back to Malaysia through the roof. He also tried to scam Domino's one time, where he told them that he had a coupon basically for like he had a coupon for like a $3 premium pizza. So they made it and they brought it, and then they asked for the coupon, and he was like, oh, I left it upstairs in my room. And this delivery driver took the pizza back to the store, and then they called him and kept him on the phone while they ate his pizza and told him how good it was. Reminding you to tell the oatmeal story. Oh yeah, that's right. You mentioned you had oatmeal the other day, and every time I hear oatmeal, all I can think of was the time that I was in high school that my friend and I were watching. Oh god, chat, I'm gonna need you to help me figure out the name of another obscure movie that I was watching. It's a movie with Ray Liotta. Was it No Escape? Ray Liotta and Ernie Hudson, and they're all inmates on an island, on a prison island. In this one scene, they eat like this like disgusting looking gruel with like shitty looking homemade bread, and it always made me hungry for oatmeal. Like, it always made me hungry for oatmeal. Good fellas. And so one time my friend and I were watching it, we're like, yeah man, this is kind of making me hungry for oatmeal. So we went and made a bunch of oatmeal. We made way too much oatmeal, and the thing was, he lived with his grandparents, and his grandparents would always give us shit when we ate food that wasn't like okayed by them. So like, if I took an extra ice cream pop out of the fridge, or if I took an extra corn dog out of the freezer, they would notice. His grandfather would be like, why is there a missing corn dog from the freezer? Your fat friend Ryan, come over here and eat it. And he would yell at me, and he'd yell at Trevor. And so we made all this oatmeal, and we're like, screw it, we want oatmeal, because No Escape made us want oatmeal. So we made this massive vat of oatmeal, and we couldn't eat it all. There was just too much. There was way too much oatmeal, and we were kind of panicked because we're like, dude, even if we throw this away, his grandpa's gonna see it. Like, we weren't thinking clearly, so we were just like, we didn't think like, let's just go down the alley and throw it into the bushes or something like that. We were like, man, if we throw this away in the garbage can, your grandpa's gonna see it. And he's gonna yell at us. I don't know exactly what we're supposed to do here. So we grabbed Trevor's wiener dog, Gidget. We grabbed Gidget, who was half the size of this bowl of oatmeal, and basically just tried to convince her to eat it. And when she was like, nah, I'm not in the mood for oatmeal, like we didn't like stick her face in it and force her to eat it or else she wouldn't be able to breathe. But there was just two grown teenage boys sitting there with this wiener dog the size of a football, just trying to like coerce her head down into this bowl of oatmeal to be like, no, you're really into oatmeal. You really like oatmeal. I don't know what we thought was gonna happen. Like she was suddenly gonna open up a second gut of hers and just like a python eating like a small calf was just gonna swallow this like 2 pounds of oatmeal into her little 3-pound body. Eventually we just had to own it, and we did. We owned it, and we got yelled at for making too much oatmeal because Trevor's grandpa is kind of a dick. But anyway, I always have a mental picture of two grown idiot teenage children in me and Trevor trying to force a wiener dog's head into a gigantic mixing bowl full of oatmeal. We were hoping Gidget would eat the oatmeal so we wouldn't get in trouble for making it. We made way too much. Those dogs suck. Wiener dogs are horrible. So yeah, man, we were in San Diego, and Nate and Heather mentioned carne asada fries, and I was like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll give it a shot, whatever. So we're at were you at TwitchCon in San Diego?
Yeah, that was my favorite one, dude.
That one was by far the best so far. So we did the Petco Park Stadium shindig. What was that?
Yeah.
It was like
T-Pain
and Steve Aoki and Darude and all that shit. I say all that shit. It was an awesome concert. I bumped into Tim the Tatman for the first time there, and I told him I had found his channel before I'd come out, like I was doing him a favor, because I'd never seen him before, and I guess that night he had kind of low viewership, because I was like,
kind of low.
I mean, high for anybody else on the planet, but low for what ultimately ended up being him. So I wasn't super intimidated by him.
Yeah, there was only one chest here. All right, let me see the stupid fox.
All right, let's go to the fox, which is, yeah, I think bluish. So we get kind of done with the concert, and they were like, yo, you know what I could go for right now? Some carne asada fries. And I was like, all right, fine, I'm down, let's go. So they call an Uber, and I'm assuming that we're going to some place in like southern San Diego or something like that. No. Negative, Ghost Rider. This thing takes us down to within like a 15-minute walk of the Mexico border.
What the oh, there it is.
And the fucking driver of the Uber is like, are you guys sure? You very white guys, are you sure that you want to get out of my Uber in this place? And they're like, oh yeah, no, this is what Yelp says is the best carne asada fries near San Diego. And like, we'll go with a kind turd. And I was hesitant, right? I was hesitant to believe that these fries were gonna live up to it. And then they came out, like the fries came out, and I was just like, this is fucking cat food on French fries, man. I was like, how are you gonna?
Gross.
Yeah, like I wasn't excited at all. And they're like, oh, we got some rolled tacos. And I was like, oh, you mean you got some taquitos? Because these are fucking taquitos. These are taquitos and some cat food salsa fries. And I sat down and I took like one bite of these fucking fries, and
they were that good, huh?
I was making noises where they were telling me to shut up because I was gonna get us stabbed by like 15-minute walk north of the border cholos at like 4:30 in the morning. And I all I did was shovel this massive styrofoam food tray that was just nothing but like 5 pounds of French fries and meat and salsa and guac, and I shoveled it into my face, and I used the rolled tacos to tamp it down like a Revolutionary War era like musket loader. And I just made room for, I ate until I was sick, dude. I ate so much of that stuff. And then the next day, I just shit like concentrated grease.
Fire.
No, it was just grease. It was just like, it slid out of me like a bobsled in the Olympics, but it hit like it was made of lead. There was an oil slick on the top of the water. It was bad. I was not pleased with myself.
Are you just...
Oh, but they were so good.
Oh, I understood it. I just didn't want to hear it.
I got it. I just can't unhear it, is all I'm saying.
Just one face.
Oh, it was so good, though.
Was it worth it?
It was worth. We risked our lives for French fries, and I left understanding why.